Hello and welcome back to episode 31 of our Oxygen Not Included Let's Play series. And we're getting down to brass tacks on this oil situation over here. We're going to dig in through here after creating an exosuit checkpoint. And we're going to start tapping into this oil. This is going to be our large plastics factory, all up here. And we're just waiting for our dupes to finish things up. We've got our decor up. We have plenty of water for our bathrooms, which are then in turn supplying these hydroponic farms with polluted water for the thimble reeds. We have this reservoir filling up with some nice cool water. It's basically going to be a mix of water coming out of this water sieve down here at 40 degrees and the ice that we are gathering from this biome over here. We can see it all slowly melts when it's down here. 4.5, 4.4. It's just going to tick down. Once it gets to 0, it'll melt and we'll get an extra tile of water here. I think eventually we will stop this this pump and we'll just have it pump into these liquid reservoirs. In fact, maybe that's what we do right now. Just start filling up these liquid reservoirs. I could buy that. Let's deconstruct this and rebuild it. Down one. Okay. We're really just waiting on these mop tasks and just sort of eventually our guys making our progress down here. We're going to set up a... Let's go ahead and dig out these and deconstruct. We're going to pump out oxygen from here, or here. Either one's fine. We're going to pump it out from here down to a gas reservoir, which is going to supply our oxygen for our Atmos suits. Everything in the works. No seed available, huh? We already planted the wart seed that we got. Or we just didn't dig it out. Didn't dig it out, it looks like. That's fine. Dig that one out. We'd also like to gather a little bit more ice wherever we can. And we want something to do with this polluted ice ultimately. Also, having people run in here is not super great for us, but I don't want to move these storage bins quite yet. So, let's take the priority on this and raise it, just so we can be making a little bit of forward progress on here. And I think while we're at it, let's also refine up some more metals. There we go. Get those running, get these pumps pumping, clear out a little bit of this water. I don't want this to overflow. It'll get problematic if it does. Nope, none of you have the trait I'm looking for. Up to 14 dupes. This is basically, we started with 3 dupes with diver's lungs, and over the course of this number of cycles, we've been able to find 11 more dupes with diver's lungs. Some of them have been pretty bad, but such is our lot. Let's go ahead and crack some more of these and set this priority a little bit higher. Rancher going through, making sure all these guys are nice and happy. Hatches seem happy, even though I think they should be cramped. I guess they're doing fine. Yeah, I think we're fine with the amount of water that we have in here right now. So let's just go ahead and look at plumbing and just stop one of these pipes. Deconstruct this pipe, please. Set that at a 7. Alright. I guess we do need to now remop this area. I'll live with that. Okay. Now, let's get our gas reservoir set up. Copper seems fine. And once we have this mopped up, let's go back to digging our way down here. And cancel that, I suppose. And we're going to dig through here. And we're going to set up our station basically right here. That is the plan. We can deconstruct this and dig this a little bit wider. That's good too. Perfect. Improve the priority on these. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to try and get some of this, wow, 9 kilograms? Yeah, 9 kilograms. We're going to try and get some of this water level down. We could also have some people get hypothermia and just run over and clear out some of this area. This water is not germy at the moment, which is good. We'd like to get this down if possible. Pump it out. We have 4 pumps that can work on this. We're ultimately going to repurpose one of these to make a coolant loop for our plastic generation. But until then, more jobs mastered. Stinky. Alright, Stinky. Go be a plumber. Get that strength up. Man, they move so fast. Let's take this back down. Okay, so we've filled this up about as far as we'd like to go. We have a pump where we can pump things anytime we choose. Kind of set on what we've pumped out here. Yeah, we're just going to leave this as it is right now. Let this fill up until we figure out some use for that water. We can add on more liquid reservoirs as needed as well. Eventually we do want to cap this natural gas geyser. I'm not in a great rush to do that though. I think this room is fine. Typically you don't want to completely insulate a natural gas geyser because you run into the problem that the gas is coming out at 150 degrees Celsius, and if your pump is just pumping it straight out, you'll damage things. So you want a little bit of heat transfer in to cool it off. So leaving this as like algae and slime is fine for the moment. I mean, this area is going to be all cool enough, right? Because I have this big old body of cold water here. Yeah, we're ultimately going to get rid of one of these metal refineries and just have it pump straight down here, make a loop with radiant pipe with temp shift plate, and take care of everything like that. Is there an easy to access source of diamond is a good question. Doesn't look like it at the moment. So we're going to have our station built right here with oxygen pumped down here. In fact, let's start filling up this gas reservoir with oxygen. That seems like a good idea. So ventilation, gas pump, gold amalgam, why not? We'll just set this up right here. And we will say, we have some options. Yeah, let's say power, manual generator, make it a gold amalgam as well. Jumbo battery. Going to wire this up. We are going to also have a gas filter, like so. And we are going to have gas pipe. Igneous rock is fine. And for now, we're actually just going to get rid of... Where's our ventilation? We're just going to get rid of this pipe for now, because it really hasn't worked out. We just haven't gotten any natural gas out of this. And instead, we are going to run a gas pipe. Igneous rock is fine. We're just going to run this one down here. And we're going to have it exit right here. Cancel that. Perfect. This is going to be selected for oxygen. And we will add a granite tile right here. We will deconstruct this. And we're just going to add another gas reservoir. Gold amalgam's fine. We're going to add it right here when all's said and done. And that's where the other output is going to go. So, ventilation, gas pipe, igneous rock. We're going to send this down here. Alright, looks good. Let's disable this for now, since I don't really care about powering up this battery. And let them go to work. Job masteries. Catalina. You're no longer a plumber. You are... apprentice miner seems fine. Alright, everything's chugging along quite nicely. We do not have iron ore. We have easy iron ore we can access. Gold amalgam. Ooh, there's a big chunk of iron ore right here. Okay. Interesting. Sure. So what is this? We have some chlorine and oxygen. Sure. Let's build ourselves a sort of access tunnel ladder type thing up here and dig out all of this. Looks good. Ooh, there's a big old chunk of iron ore right here, actually. This is probably the easier one to get ourselves at. Another granite ladder. Like so. And like so. Alright, perfect. Let's grab up some of that. In fact, maybe we start building some airlocks. Just to try and keep the air in. The less we let things just sort of run amok and expand, the better. Yeah, this is all sealed off pretty nice. Alright, so this oxygen is slowly going to flow down here. Oh, we do need to finish off with this granite tile here. That's fine. And let's increase priority on this. I don't really want this polluted oxygen getting out of here. How am I doing on sand? I mean, I should have a ton, right? Filtration medium, yeah, I have 90 tons of it. Let's keep these nice and going. So we have a lot of... This is basically how we're processing all of our oxygen. Just with these, so I'd like them to function. Alright, and we can dig out this as well while we're at it. Sure. Dig out some more of this. Looking good. Okay. So how are we coming along here? Slow. Well, let's raise this to the priority of pretty much everything else at our base right now, which is 6. And let us finish off this. Looks good. We will enable this building. We will say the filtered element is oxygen. And now we will just fill this up with oxygen and use that to power up our suits here. Probably want to clear out a little bit more of this area. Have storage back here. That way they can just go down. Ooh, there's the diamond. Okay, so we want to get to this diamond, ultimately. That's going to be important for us. Yeah. Alright, so for now, let's say that no one is allowed in. I'm thinking we want to find some place to dump some of this polluted water. Just clear it out of here. It's probably the best thing to do. Although, I don't know. It's got a decent amount of heat capacity. It's not really causing us any problems at the moment. Yeah, we're just going to create a plastics facility basically right here. And I think the way that we are going to do it is we are going to deconstruct this. We're going to create a sort of lip here, that way suffocating. Where did that happen? Alright, this is an old message. Flooding, the anti-entropy and thermal nullifier, sure. Okay. Is this running? You're a 6 as well now. I mean, we still need to build this, so let's set that to a 6 as well. Okay. Let's also take this gas vent and deconstruct it. And you can be a 6 as well. Okay. Perfect. We do kind of want to rearrange this. The plan is to put a bunch of Weezeworts right here. We fill this area with hydrogen and move the hydrogen generator down here and basically pump our oxygen out through a zigzag with these Weezeworts in this cooled off area. That's the goal. It's going to be a little while before we do that, though, because right now we're fine with this operation. It's sufficient. But eventually we want that to take over our oxygen production for the base. Diver's lungs. You're also narcoleptic, unconstructive. You have 6 creativity, though, and an interest in art, so not bad. Harold, you're probably our new artist. Job-wise, for now, though, we are going to put you on research assistant so you can improve your skills by and large. Priorities. Frankie, you didn't quite work out. And Lyra's fine. Harold, I think, is where we want to do things. Do we have? We do not. We need to create a couple more mess tables. In fact, let's just fill up the rest of the room here while we're at it. We can probably get rid of this deodorizer at this point and add another fridge, but these fridges aren't full, so it's not critical. Crack another couple of these. Crack a hatchling egg as well. We still lack sufficient resources for this? It's ridiculous. Maybe I just need to put some sort of storage of eggshells here. I don't know. Alright. No fabrications queued. What do I have in terms of metal ore? Yeah, let's just get some gold going. Gold amalgam. We don't want it to be running forever, but just some. I think actually what we want to start refining is some wolframite into tungsten. It's going to be our big thing. Alright, we're almost done digging out this area here, which is great. Let's also just get rid of all this. Let's cancel doing that, and let's build a granite tile. That way we can catch this Weezewort seed and won't have to make our way down here. Okay, so we're ultimately going to put a sort of granite lip right here. We want a lot of power generation for this, so we're going to need to supply this with a good amount of power. But, chlorine, carbon dioxide. Is there oxygen, oxygen, polluted oxygen? There's a little bit of polluted oxygen left. I can deal with that. Let's just deconstruct all of these as well. Yeah. Okay, so we ultimately want, what is it, utilities? Stations, right? Stations. Exosuit checkpoint. So we're going to have an Exosuit checkpoint, I think right here. No, let's put it all the way. Let's put it right, and let's put it here. We can have room for 3 suits, which is fine with me. So we're going to have an Exosuit checkpoint and a couple of these Exosuit docks. This is still not pumping. No wire connected. Ah. Okay. Guess I forgot to wire that up. Sure. Let's just grab some copper. Copper's fine. Wire that up. In fact, priority 7. There we go. Alright. We're going to wire that up and finally have this working. The temperature of this oxygen should be fine because it's going through this cooled area basically. It's starting out hot, starting at 70 degrees, but it's coming out all the way here. And it's just going to be cooled by this, all this cold stuff here. Hydro-chilled. Okay, we're going to set up these Exosuit docks, put Exosuits in them, pump oxygen down from here, and we can have some storage and stuff over here as well. Looking solid. So, we want to be able to power this area. That's going to take a good amount of coal, I think. I think that's ultimately what we're going to be using here. So, power, coal generators, make them out of gold amalgam, why not? And let's just start building them. So, we want polymer presses. They take 240 watts each. We probably want like 6 of them. 6 sounds fine. Do we want to replace this with tile yet? I think the answer is yes. But probably an insulated tile. Well, it's not going to be critical, is it? Because we're going to have this extra layer of abyssalite here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I guess we don't want to dig up quite to there yet. This area is nice and cool because we have this stuff going on right now. But it will heat up. This is pretty hot area here. Okay, is this working? Pipe blocked. Pipe blocked by what? Oh, we did not finish off this. Forgot to do that. Alright, gas pipe, igneous rock, connect. Perfect. Because we deconstructed a part of this here because I didn't care to make it a gas bridge for a system that wasn't working at the moment. Yeah, get on these. We'll eventually replace all these with coal generators and smart batteries. But for now, I like having a little bit more power over how much we're pumping out. We don't need to fully automate this all quite yet. Alright, so we made a decent amount of progress. We finally got our Exosuit checkpoints up and running, or well, at least we planned them out. We have this finally functioning. It's been a lot of work, but things are getting there. Things are getting there, and we'll probably finally crack into this oil in the next episode. And I think I'm going to cap things here, and I'll see you then.